and it's teaching Black history from K through 12 every day, 365. So if you go to B as in boy, H as in happy, 365.org, you'll see the book.
Be happy,
.org.
All right.
Yeah, and see, I want you to get in contact with him because he's going to market that book all across the United States. He's already started to various school systems.
Nice.
Superintendent of schools for about 40, I think about 6 states, but New York being one. He has the expertise and talent to get that book out there, but it's a massive book, and I want to give you his number so that you can call him and get a free copy of it.
Say less.
Right. And his, let's see, what is that number? It's 217 381 9412.
9412. And this is Dr.
Walter Melton.
Dr. Walter. All right. And this is on the Black History. He wrote the Black History book, yeah?
Right, yeah. And he probably be interested in your 10X card.
There we go.
Because he's marketing that book. See, on this board of directors, you have, Kathy Hughes, Radio One.
Right.
And then he has Andrew Young, he used to be mayor, then congressperson. Then he has Smokey Robinson and a whole lot of other good names on this board of directors. So he's making contact with some good people.
There we go. Oh, no, I'm loving it, buddy. I'm not complaining at all.
Right.
All right, so check your Instagram really quick.
Let's see. I'm so backwards on this.
Which is fine. I'll walk you through. Click on my face right now. When you click on my face and you scroll down my bio, you'll click on the Instagram icon.
Wait, one second.
Okay.
And go down your
touch on Instagram and send me a message, and you'll see my message pop up. Yep.
I got it. Okay.
And then click on, once you're on Instagram, send me a message, and you'll see the message I sent you pop up right there as well.
Okay, great. All right. Well,
there's a reason I want you to check it out now.
Okay, no problem. Let me do this, man.
All right.
Message. I see you. So yeah, I see all your information you have here. So that's good. Okay. All
right. Did you see your card as yet?
I see a lot of information that you have about yourself and some other people.
Oh no, you read my bio.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place?
Yeah, once you go to Instagram, all you have to do is to click on message, to send me a message.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm there. Yes, I'm there. I see it.
All right. So, did you get to see the card that we made for you? As I mentioned, you might be tech savvy, but your information grounded. So I'm gonna be super patient with you, my brother.
Yeah, I'm a little slow on this technology.
You're not slow. This is just not your playing field, and that's okay.
No, I'm way out of my pay grade.
There we go. So I believe in bartering. So you might be out of your pay grade on this one, but you're in my zone. So this is my way of paying you back for all that you're doing and all the value that you had. So don't even feel uncomfortable with it at all.
No. I'm like Henry Ford. I can't do everything, so I'll get people who are really sharp at being IT persons or social media and hire them to do what I need to do. And that's how I set up the Instagram and Twitter. Somebody else did it for me.
Very good. Yeah. So, question, do you know how to send a message on Twitter?
Not yet, but I'll learn.
Man, look, I'll make this simple for you. Because you're the kind of cat that's so cool. You don't even mind putting a number out there. Let me add your stuff here first. 1 second. Add to my contacts. Boom. Contacts. Boom. All right. Oh, is your cell phone number 561-302-2588?
That is, that's my cell phone number.
I'm texting you right now because you may not know how to do a DM, but you can definitely do a text message.
I got that piece down.
Yeah, Okay, good. So I just texted you. I see you texted me. I didn't know that was you. So look at your text. Okay, no, that's Scott Jennings. We just did a card with Scott. All right, so ignore the first card I sent you there. Now let me send you yours. All right, yeah. So ignore Scott's card. Look at the second card that just popped up. Let me know when you see your card.
Where do I go?
Look at your text message.
My text message. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The challenge of it all.
There we go. The challenge of it all begins now.
It begins now. Oh, yeah. I see it. Excellent. That looks good. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So when you click on that, it have your little bio to the bottom of what you're involved in. That's number one. Number two, it have your website on it. It have your office address, your phone number, your email, the link to your clubhouse, your Instagram. Everything is on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's a major.
Thanks. So whenever you connect with someone and they want to learn more about you, if they click on this link, they'll find that everything is going to pop up right there.
So people are going to ask me, how do I get mine? So just refer them to you.
Exactly. If they want to get yours, they click on the button that say, order your 10K card now, which is the bottom right button. And that takes them straight to our website.
Okay. Got you.
And sorry?
I see you guys way ahead of us.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it in serious, in full disclosure. When you mention Henry Ford, you can't mention Henry Ford without Andrew Carnegie and Napoleon Hill. And I'll tell you why.
Of course.
Yep, I'll tell you why. Now, this is going to be an eye-opener for the entire room as well.
Okay.
Approximately 6-7 years ago, I got a spiritual awakening. A Jewish friend of mine gave me a very complex mathematical equation to solve because he saw that I move a little quicker than most. I looked at the game for 5 minutes, and then I went and I did stuff completely unrelated for 24 hours. I came back the next day, looked at the game for 2 minutes, I cracked the code. Instantly, I cracked the code. When I cracked the code, it made me understand the numbers in the birthdays, but only 4 numbers I speak on because I those are the 4 numbers that I have. 1, which is leadership. 2, which is the gift to gab. 8, which is your competitive, relentless side. And 9, your humanitarian side. That side that just make you want to give, help, and share. And I would call it your spiritual side. Because that number 9 just shows me how everyone is connected. Like, for example, in the audience, if I offend someone in the audience and they come across my kid one day, they may hold on to that offense. And when they come across my kid, they're going to use the perfect opportunity to take revenge on my child. True. If I bless someone in the audience, they're going to remember that blessing. And when they come across my kid, they'll want to pass that blessing on to our child. So with that simple example, how the hell can we not live to love, care, share, and give to others? How can we? So I completely understand this mission, and that's why one of the reasons I give as much as I give, because as Tony Robbins says, the secret to living is given. The secret to living is given. If you want to live an extraordinary life, give to people as much as you possibly can.
That's true. Yeah. Given shall be given unto you, pressed down and running over you. You got it down pat. Yeah, of course. That's what Jesus. That's Jesus. That's right. Solomon, David, all of them did the same thing back in the day.
There we go. And those are the lights that we want to shine, we want to focus on. And the reason I mentioned the 6 to 7 years, let me just drop the bomb here now. When I cracked the code in the numbers, I realized that Napoleon Hill have the same 4 numbers that I have within me. Andrew Carnegie have the 4 numbers that I have inside of me. And Henry Ford have 3 of the 4 numbers, and I'll explain to you where the separation comes in. Henry Ford did not have that spiritual humanitarian side. Quote unquote, he was a little more reserved and a little more selfish compared to sharing. Because when you study the history of the books and the information that's out there, Andrew Carnegie was more about, okay, how do we give it all away? And Henry Ford was not about giving everything away. He was like, nope, we have to hold on to some of this. So when you do your research, you'll find that out. And when I look into the birthdays, I saw exactly where the answer lies. So here's what it is now, sir. Andrew Carnegie and Napoleon Hill have the same 4 numbers. Andrew Carnegie was able to influence Napoleon Hill even before Napoleon Hill understood what was happening. So my question was, Did Andrew Carnegie understand the same thing that I have my hands on? And if yes, it makes a lot of sense. I completely understand his success, and I'm super happy and grateful. This is why I'm 40 years old. And when I start using this information at this early age and the formulas that I'm using, you can only imagine what the road ahead is going to look like.
Oh, there's no question about that. Wow.
And I do it not only for us, I do it as an inspiration for everyone. That's why I mentioned that 10-day challenge is going to become a global thing, because the purpose of the 10-day challenge, it begins when you are ready. So if you said, look, Sean, I want to start a 10-day challenge on Sunday. Your journey begins on Sunday. You want to say, I'm ready to start today. Your journey begins today. And all we do is have you answer 4 questions every day. Did you make your 10 phone calls? What are those name and numbers? Did you send your 10 text messages? Yes or no? If so, what's the number? Did you send your 10 social media outreach? Yes or no? If so, what's the number? Did you speak in front of 100 people or more? Yes or no? If so, what's the number? And the bottom line is, how many sales did you close today? That's it. Because when you do that for 10 days, and you have to stare at the results every day, if the results of 0 or below 10 does not disturb you, you need to redo that challenge again until you master the challenge.
True.
Yeah, so I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing that, sir.
No. You got it. The formula is awesome. I mean, if people were to listen to you and take action, it's over in terms of the success they can have.
There we go.
It's a motion picture, the Black Godfather. I don't know whether you've seen it or not. The Black Godfather. It's a story about Clarence Avant, A-V-A-N-T, right?
Okay.
It's on Netflix, so you watch it. You know, he had tremendous successes in terms of helping, like Quincy Jones and Miles Davis and all the artists to become very successful. He's always in the background. He's gone now. He left about a year ago. But he said one thing. He said, it's all in the numbers. He said, all my success is in the numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. So when you said all your success, when he mentioned all his successes in the numbers, can you break that down to the audience and to myself as well? Let's get a closer look at that. Because I believe in what you just said. I want to make sure our interpretation is the same.
Okay, well, listen, life is a numbers game. And that's why you got the 10X program. And that's why Grant came up with the 10X program. That's what that book one I'm talking about.
Just to help you, I'm the 10K program, Grant is the 10X. But the reason I don't normally correct people, I'm the master of the white riding a wave.
I see.
When someone said 10X, I'll just keep quiet in the background. And when all the big heavy lifting is done, I'll make the correction so it's actually 10K.
Wow.
So carry on.
No. I'm telling you that if people pay attention to the 10K program, it's really impossible for them not to be successful in whatever they do. I mean, if you talk about Hank Aaron, if you talk about Babe Ruth, all of them went through the numbers game. It's all about the numbers. They stay with the numbers. And even my first $10,000 a month came as a result of listening to that guy and that book, The Slight Edge, Jeff Olson.
Right.
I do 2 a day. I went out the next year and I talked to, I should have done 10K, but I went next year and I talked to 2 persons every day for 12 months, which was 776 persons, one-on-one in the streets of Baltimore, and I got you $10,000 a month. And that program now, because I did it that way, has given me at least $7 or $8 million in network marketing.
There we go.
Listen, Russell. Now you got my attention. So what book was that you said? What's the name of that book?
The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, O-L-S-O-N.
I'm driving. Can you write that one down? I'm driving. But I want to ask, the reason why I asked is because one of the things about Sean that I love is because Sean shared his Audible book with people. He's just such a giving person. So he shared his, and he has a whole library. So now I have to go research it to see if that book is in there.
You want to hear something so funny? Just as Russell was speaking, I went to add the book to my library if I didn't already have it. I already have 2 of them. I also have the summary.
I'm sorry, Russell. I didn't mean to cut you off, but listen.
No, that's all right. No. guys are on your way, because with that formula, you can change the course of the world for people who are black and otherwise, black, brown, red, green, or whatever. You guys have the formula to change the world.
Yep. And when I hear you speak, Russell, and I will always make this declaration, when I hear you speak, you're not anti any culture, you're just black empowered. And when I say that, and this is my interpretation of what I hear from you, we would never throw stones at any culture, but we need to start glamorizing our culture.
True.
And too often, we've been taking hits from all angles, and we're not even showing up for ourselves. So when I see someone like you, I see someone who show up for the culture, and that's why I relish my time in audience like yours. Why? There's so much I can take. Like, I did business with the Jews for 10 years. We were in partnership for 10 years, and the amount of stuff that I learned from them was incredible when it comes to making money. But what I learned from them also is their commitment and loyalty to each other. And I said, if we had 10% of the loyalty these Jewish people have to each other's success, we can be miles ahead. Now, I don't want to walk with 10%. I want to walk with 10 times the percentage that they're messing with.
Right.
Because the only way for us to outrun anyone else is to focus on 10 times what everyone else is doing. And we're built for it. That's the good news. We're built for it. So I'm here to challenge people to, hey, go 10 times harder than you've ever gone before. Do it consistently for 10 days. You'll pick up on the algorithm. And thereafter, you should just continue what you started. That's it.
Well, I agree. And the thing I want to say, in my years being on planet Earth, that you have a formula that's succinct, and you use a KISS symbol, keep it simple, and that you can manifest and multiply that to all of the people who are really interested in rising above their station in life. So that's the formula. That's it. How can you can't argue about that formula?
Thank you. And the formula is there for everyone to have as well. It's no secret. It's just an accountability check. Like, I want to introduce someone on stage really quick. His name is Stan Matthews. Stan Matthews was introduced to me by a trusted source. She was a client. She is a client and a partner of 10KCARDS. So when she would come to our rooms and she'll be around, I have a lot of respect for her. Her name is Connie. Corinne, sorry. So Corinne said, Sean, I want to introduce you to someone. You know, he runs an organization with 1,800 entrepreneurs, and I think you guys should speak. That's all she said. When I spoke to Stan, I said, hey, Stan, what's up, buddy? Nice to meet you. He said, look, Sean, I saw your product. I loved it. I want you to build one out for our team. I said, sure, that's not a problem. When do you guys meet? He said, on Monday. This was on a Friday. We spoke, or a Thursday. I said, okay. I said, okay, just let me know what time I'll show up. He said, yeah, but there's only one problem. We only do business with members of ours. I said, Stan, send me the invoice. Because here's the thing. I'm speaking to a business owner that is on a mission of helping other business owners. Do you think it matters the cost of helping business owners from a company's checkbook? I can write it off as an expense.
Of course.
So when you start thinking differently, no, by me just making that payment and sending it back to him immediately, I happen to end up making back my money on the very first day, Russell. Every day after that first day, I keep getting transfers from the organization when people upgrade and purchase the product. So with that said, Stan, take the mic, introduce yourself to the audience, and also you can drop the mic on the 10K Global that we're launching. Go for it, Stan.
Absolutely. Listen, we were all sitting at the feet of wisdom. Russell, thank you so much for the life that you've lived, the jewels that you have shared, and your legacy will be one in which you are sharing jewels. Your wisdom will live through us. Like you, I had a great admiration for Clarence Avant and all that he did. My role model is the great Harry Belafonte. Many people don't know that Harry is a godfather of the civil rights movement.
Oh, yeah.
People knew Harry was an actor and a singer. Behind the scene, there was no one in the Black empowerment struggle, the civil rights struggle, that Harry did not support with his love, his wisdom, and his dollars. And so Harry, as a Caribbean guy, I'm a Caribbean guy like Sean, so, you know, we do it in a certain kind of way. So I just appreciate what you said. Now, the other thing that I wanted to share is that the ability to get wealth is scriptural. The Bible says God give us the power to get desires that his people be in good health and prosperity, even as their soul prospers. So when a person is not prospering, they are living in opposition to the divine destiny that they come into this earth with, as far as I'm concerned. Sure. And the other thing is that I don't believe that getting wealthy financially is hard. I think the reason why people don't get wealthy in the way that they should is because of neglect. If you don't water the plants in your backyard, they will die, not because they were unable to live a healthy life, but because of neglect. If you don't feed your children while they're young, feed them physically, mentally, and spiritually, they will not grow up the way that you want them to, not because they couldn't, but because of neglect. If you don't exercise and eat nutritiously, you probably will not be in the physical shape you want to be in, not because you were destined to be unhealthy, but because of neglect. Right. There are things that you should do that you don't do, and you must do them. Now, Sean and I work off similar systems. My system is about 20 contacts, 4 referrals, and 1 praise and prosperity report. 25 ways to empower and enrich yourself every single day. And I do not ever miss a day where I don't make those 25 contacts, right? Why is that? Because your habits are a reflection of your destiny. Your habits determine where you are going, either going in the right direction or the wrong direction. All I have to know is, what are your habits? What are the things you do every single day? Now, we were talking about the great Andrew Carnegie. We were also talking about the person who wrote Think and Grow Rich. And one of the things that he said in the Think and Grow Rich book, and also Dr. Dennis Kimbrough said in Think and Grow Rich from the Black perspective, he said everything that you do for 30 consecutive days becomes a habit. So why not put in place some good habits for income generation, like making 25 contacts a day? Make it a habit. And if you do it for 30 consecutive days, it will become ingrained in you, and it will become habitual. It will be on autopilot. So let me give you my journey with 10K. I'm the owner and founder of a national network of entrepreneurs and professionals. We focus on African American entrepreneurs and professionals. We include everyone, but we focus on African American professionals and entrepreneurs. We will be launching in Montego Bay, Jamaica, our Caribbean chapter, and we'll be launching on August 23rd. We'll be launching in London, England on Monday, October the 25th. Why are we doing this? Power is not effective if it's dispersed. You have one person on the east side, one person on the west side, one person on the south side. Power is only helpful to people when it's connected. When it's connected. If you cut the power line that brings power into your home from the street, power still exists, but you just won't get it in your house because it's not connected. We have Black and brown folks all over the globe that are doing it to death. You all just don't know about them because you're not connected. So the reason why we built Matthew's Business Network, my partner and I, 5 years ago, is we wanted to have a platform where the best of the best would be connected. We wanted to have a application in the digital space where we could even get more connected and be more efficient. And so God connected us with Sean, and the rest is history. So now, because MBN is primarily focused on African American entrepreneurs and professionals, Sean and I decided that 10K Global would be our partnership that we are launching on the 1st of August. And 10K Global will include people of every race, creed, color, and spiritual persuasion. So that 10K Global will be our mainstream diverse platform, and MBN will continue to be a platform that focuses on African American professionals and entrepreneurs. Now, anyone of any race, and we have many people of different races in MBN, but I would say 95% of our members are people of African descent. Okay? 10K Global will have everyone in it, and we're going to partner to do the same thing. Every day from 10:15 to about 11 o'clock, I come on the 10K platform to join with Sean in carrying this message, because we want to make sure that we provide him with support and partnership so that his energy continues to be strong. Everyone's energy needs to be lifted up and supported, right? So Matthew's Business Network, MBN Connect, and 10K Global are partnered. We're trying to build a network that can give everyone on this earth the ability to access financial independence and generational wealth simply by transforming their contacts into clients and their clients into cash flow. That is what I've been teaching people to do for 32 years, Russell. Wow. Transforming your contacts into clients and your clients into cash flow. Wow. When I met Sean and he told me about the 10-day challenge, I said, I'm not interested in a 10-day challenge. He said, why not? I said, I'm interested in giving people a 10K affiliate card. I'm interested in making that a daily habit. So what do? I make 25 contacts every day, and each one of those contacts, I share my 10K card with them. We branded ours the MBN Connect card. So every one of my 25 contacts each day, I take 5 seconds and share with them my MBN Connect card. I then text them the following verbiage. So I know people are always wanting kind of best of the best strategies. So let me give it to you. So I text them my MBN Connect digital card, and then I send them the following text. Dear friend, I just shared my MBN Connect digital card for your review. Your MBN Connect card will enable you to organize all your key information in one place. Your MBN Connect card will render paper cards unnecessary. Your MBN Connect card will grow your business and your bottom line from the palm of your hand. Be blessed continuously. Stan.
Wow.
You want
magic happen after that.
You want to make a mistake and send that to me, Stan? Make a mistake, please.
but Sean, now we talked about you and Russell were talking about numbers tell everything, right? So now let me give you guys my numbers. Sean and I connected 2 months ago. Right? Russell, I have not earned less than $1,000 with my digital affiliate card any of the weeks. So for the last 8 weeks, right now I'm at $8,800.
Awesome.
By sharing that card 25 times a day. On average, I get about 4 or 5 people who get an MBN Connect card. I immediately transfer Sean the money. He sends me the job form, and then he builds out a custom card. Just yesterday, Carrie Rivers III and one other person, we got them their cards. And every time that happens, I get a passive income from my relationship with 10K. So MBN Connect and 10K has produced for me in 8 weeks, $8,800. I don't believe in this 10K challenge nonsense. Well, I won't call it nonsense. Everybody has to start somewhere. I just made it a habit every day. I do the same thing every day. Contact 25 people, and I share with each one of them my digital card. 25 to 25.
Wow. This is awesome. So what, to get in contact with you, is there a number or a number to your office or what?
Sure. So Russell, my number is 732-357-5701. 732-357-5701. And if you want to find me, just go to mbnstan.com. mbnstan.com.
Okay.
Russell,
or you can DM me on Instagram.
I'm your assistant, Russell. I just text you mbnstan.com. It's already a text message.
Yeah. I just thought about 4 or 5 people who run companies who are in need of your formula. Yeah. One guy, he's running that co-op 50. Do you know the, what's his name? Do you know The Rock?
The who?
The Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne.
Okay. Yeah, right. Okay. His cousin, The Rock's father and his father were brothers. And he's up in Toronto, Canada. And he's starting a program called Co-op 50/50.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs your formula because he's getting ready to do a worldwide intro when he launches the company. He said he will have 1 million people listening and viewing the program on August 1st. And they need that formula.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, they need that formula.
You said earlier in the conversation that givers always gain, right?
Of course.
I heard Valley talk about Sean giving away the audiobook. Think about this, guys. Many of you in this morning's meeting have heard the name Nigel deGrasse Tyson.
Oh,
he is the brilliant brother that runs the Hayden Planetarium.
No, he's serious.
I want to tell you.
He's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant.
I want to tell you something that Dr. Tyson told me when I did my interview with him. I do a show called Master Class with Stan Matthews, where I ask guests to give me 3 success principles in 10 minutes, and I share it with my audience so it's digestible and it's bite-sized and it's understandable, because we know people in a fast food culture have a very short attention span. So I do 10-minute interviews for us. But when Dr. Tyson came, he told me the following. He said, Stan, here is why you should always be a giver. He said the most powerful telescope Hayden has looked out into the furthest reaches of space, and they saw a concave form. Concave is half moon, for those who don't know what concave looks like. A half moon, and then out of that half moon was coming little white dots, billions of them. Those were stars. Those were the Mother Universe birthing stars from her womb, stars like the planet Earth, stars like the sun. Now, here is what he said that just made my butterflies get goosebumps.
Stan, I just love hearing you talk. Listen, I mean, seriously, you know what I mean? Just because, and I can't say this enough, and and I'm going to always say it, is that Clubhouse literally is a $1 billion platform for knowledge and connection. And just so much what you said about not having that connection with people and building collaborations and partnerships. And it's not, and I'm not always after the dollar, because it's not about the dollar, because I believe what is for you, and God is going to provide that. You don't have to chase the bag, because the bag will chase you when you're in alignment with your assignment. But here nor there is the collaboration and the relationships, which is why I respect and love Sean so much. And I've never met him, and I'm so excited to be able to meet him in Atlanta next month. But yesterday there was a room. RB the Realtor held a room yesterday, and I don't remember the name of the room because I was just so elated. She had women. The room was mainly for women. So there were so many women that were moderating and just speaking about their story and their business and what they do. And when I tell you, it was just, I really have no words. Sean was in the room. I just have no words just to be able to have been on the platform and just listen to some of the women share their story, learn what they do, and build those relationships for what I want to do in my business and what my assignment is. Because everybody that spoke isn't what I'm trying to do. But just having those connections, because you never know what corner you're going to go, that, you need to hit a corner, or what street you're going to go down, and you have that collaboration. Or to be able to go to a city now and be able to call a sister on the phone, or even a gentleman, and say, hey, this Valley, I'm in town. I would love just to have lunch or breakfast or whatever. It's just building those relationships. So I am so on board what you said about connecting. And just like my mentee, and I want to call her out because I know she's going to text me in a minute probably saying, oh my God, she's Ingrid. So she's on your other side if you stay in Ingrid. She's my mentee. She's a newer realtor. But I just love her as my sister in Christ because she is stepping up to the platform to do what it takes to have her business. She's no longer working. She's doing real estate full time. and she's hitting the pavement as hard as she can. So every day I'm just trying to encourage her and myself to let's just do this. So I want to bring her along with me so that she can grow in her business, which is why now that she's on the stage, I gave her a moderator badge, because it doesn't matter how much value all the time that you can bring, but you have value, but you have to open, and I'm not saying it directly to Ingrid right now, but you have to open your mouth and speak. You have to build a seat at the table. Yesterday when I was in that room, I was just elated. But at the same time, my business or some of the things that I want to do are nowhere near on the scale of what I heard some of the women doing yesterday. But I wasn't scared by that. I was motivated by that and want to connect even stronger with those women that are doing some of the things that I want to do. And whatever value I can bring, I'm going to bring it to the table. So I'm just so in line with what you're saying. And I just thank you for that. I love hearing you speak every time you speak.
Hey, Valley, I thank you. I thank you for the blessing with your mouth. And I thank you for the spirit in which you gave it. And look, all of us are here to give something. Let me leave you guys with what Dr. Tyson meant by taking my mind to the deepest part of space. And this will just get you into the hallelujah right now, Valley. Dr. Tyson said, in seeing that half moon, that concave, it's designed exactly like a woman's womb. And seeing all of those little white dots coming out of the furthest part of space, the only other physical structure that man knows of that does what the universe was doing was a woman's womb. When she's menstruating once a month, she releases 2 million eggs on or around the 30th of every month. And so Dr. Tyson said, if God is anything, Stan, she, S-H-E, she is loving and infinitely giving.
Wow.
And I was like, wow.
Absolutely.
Hey, you can check that out, Russell. If God is anything, she.
I didn't. You think I missed that? I didn't miss that. but listen, here's a quick question. Question. It's a little bit off, but it's not off. Did he mention anything about his expertise or his knowledge or his foray into looking at how many different species of aliens are presently on planet Earth?
Yeah, see, here's what he doesn't talk in specifics about that. Okay. Here's what he asks. He says, I'm a naturalist. He says, Stan, I'm a naturalist. Look at how many species of animals there are on Earth. Look at how many species of fish, how many species of plants. He said, God is a God of variety. Therefore, why is it a stretch of your imagination to think that there is a variety of life that God has planted all over the universe? Because he has the capacity to do so, and he has the authority to make it real.
Wow, I love it. Yep. Well, all that's coming to the fore in the next 5 to 10 years. We understand that better, but I'll leave that alone right now.
Well, I want to go back to something that Valley said about the value of the platform that we're on right now, Clubhouse.
Right.
I took some time at Sean's urging and other people who invited me. I always study before I move, Russ. I always study before I move.
Well, you're there for you.
So here's what I would say to you, my sister Valley. There was a time in the world where the drums communicated everything. If you heard the drum beating, Valley, you knew there was a wedding. If you heard the drum beating, you knew somebody passed away. If you heard a different beat, you knew there was a party coming. If you heard a different beat, you knew there was a spiritual movement in the air. If you heard a different beat, you knew it was a beat of sadness. You knew it was a beat of joy. The drum was the way the world communicated. Check it out, guys. Clubhouse is the drum of the 21st century. Clubhouse is the drum of the 21st century. It has connected us, it has instructed us, it's inspiring us. And it is because we are now connected all over the globe on this platform. It is the drum of the 21st century. Use it.
Let me ask you something. In addition to drum, to Clubhouse now, we see that we have fan base, we see Green Room, and others are coming. what do you think about the advent of others coming?
Well, we are in the 7th millennium. We are in the 7th millennium since the Great Flood. We are in the 7th millennium since the Great Flood. 7 is a very, very, very important number to understand. 7 is the number of blessings. 7 is the number of favor. 7 is the number of gates in heaven. 7 is the number of levels to the kingdom. We are in the 7th millennium. All of us are connected now. All of us are speaking now. And all of us in one voice are saying that we want to be full man, full woman. We want to be closer to God. This 7th millennium is a millennium that you will have prosperity like you've never seen it before. Medical breakthroughs like you've never seen before. Connections that you have never seen before. Everything, Russ and sisters and brothers, is now available because we're in millennium 7.
Wow. You're right.
And you know what I love about 7? Because my birthday is 7/17. This is saying my birthday is 7/17/7.
Ooh, you got blessing all around you, girl.
I love 7. 7 is it, baby.
You got blessing all around you. Well, I was born on May the 16th. You know 1 and 6 and 7, right?
Yeah, Sean be teaching us that. Sean be teaching us.
You guys don't want to start the numbers now. I'm warning you. Russell, when is your birthday, Russell?
March 4th.
March 4th. The stand, my one advisor on the app.
March 4th, 1935.
No, now Russ, you know that's a 7. So March is the
No, slow down. No, guys, slow down for a second. My advisor, Bam, Dadico, his birthday also is March 4th. So, yep. Number 2, what year you said it was, Russell?
35.
35? Okay, don't say anything. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So, 1935 is equal to number 9. When you add all the numbers together, the number is 9. So, your ability to be unconditional, loving, caring, sharing, it actually stems from the universe. You will literally access the universal gifts and blessings. That's why you will always forever be looking out to cover others, Russell. You'll always be willing to add to others no matter how hard they come at you and no matter how much they hurt you. Doesn't matter. Your unconditional loving capacity expands and extends beyond your lifetime. So whenever you find yourself having so much compassion for others, it's something you were actually born with. And that's the spiritual side of me that I normally speak of. Stan already have it inside of him, and that's why when me and Stan connected, I knew where he was coming from. And the 17th that Valley is on, that's a relentless competitive side. That relentless side of Valley would not allow any project to go unrest. She's always going to be hungry for the best. You, in the other hand, Russell, you're not that big on the competitiveness, and you're okay letting certain things go. But with Valley, don't leave a piece of bone on the table and think it's going to be okay. Valley's going to have that piece of bone. Okay. That's a compliment right there, man.
She coming to get it on, right?
And the organization that she's in, she's literally crushing the game, and she's about to turn it up another notch by joining on to one of our programs that we're starting, which will literally allow individuals to amass 10,000 organic followers in 60 days. And our strategies is very simple. We're leveraging the relationships we have to get influencers to promote our different promotional Instagram handles. So I'm very excited about that one. And people within Valley's organization is actually sneaking and hiding and trying to get what she's getting, as opposed to just reaching out to her parents to like, okay, Valley, how can you help me? But Valley, let me ask you, are members within your organization approaching you and asking you what is the secret to your success? Are they approaching you about that? Or are they trying to stop with them? Valley, are you in the building? All right, so we'll come back to Valley when she unmutes. Russell, the mic is back to you, brother.
Okay. I know you know Madam J.C. Walker, but most of you people, have they seen Self-Made, the motion picture?
So I can't say that I do. I'm not that crazy. I'm not that crazy on the picture, but share me the principle. I'll get it much faster.
No. I'm saying Madam J.C. Walker, who took a dog.
I love her. That was one of the movies I watched with my wife, And I want to help you with this one, Russell, and the rest of the audience.
Yeah.
So, Madam she was a woman on a mission. There's no two ways about it.
True.
And the thing about it is, the mission that I'm on is I'm just not going to stop until victory is ours. That's number one. But my wife is the madam, the madam, what's her name exactly again? J.T. Walker?
Madam J.C. Walker.
Okay, so Madam J.C. Walker that's my wife's aura, energy, and all that kind of good stuff. Right. But in her story, there was not a man beside her because she was just so strong with what she did. My secret formula to coexisting with someone like that is to give her all the support that she needs while surpassing her accomplishment by doubling down on what I'm doing. Does that make any sense to you, Russell?
No, that's everything. Of course, she did have a husband. But he
was not on her level. I'm sorry, because he supported her.
No, he was not. No.
So here's a trick question now. Here's a trick question, because I want to believe that we have a few Madam Walker in this audience, and they're going to come across Madam Walkers.
Right.
How do you see Madam Walker having a successful relationship with her husband? Just to give you my little 2 cents on it. The man that's going to support Madam Walker need to support her 100% in the way she's asking.
I agree.
But yet still be strong enough to go out there and conquer the world in his domain, while in no way affecting her growth in her process. What do you think of that?
No, you said everything. I can't. What can I say behind that? That's formal. That's what we have to do. I mean, even Annie Malone, who was also in that motion picture, but who lived longer than Madam J.C. Walker and who had 10 times more money than Madam J.C. Walker, because she didn't die until 1947. She gave a lot of money to Howard University, to the YMCAs and YWCAs, and even she started a college that's still in existence, Poro College up in Ohio, somewhere up in there. But you can Google all of this. But her husband wasn't as strong as she, and he took her money and did other things with it instead of backing her, the 100% that you were talking about. Yes, true. Yes. So the formula, I think you said it all, is to find a Madam J.C. Walker or Annie Malone or whomever, and back them 1,000%, and be the helpmate that they need on planet Earth. So that's my take. I agree with you.
I love it, because look, at the end of the day, I think we can all achieve extraordinary things, but we have to be positioned correctly. And one of the reasons I love the understanding of the numbers, when I speak with a couple, I can basically speak to their individual strength. And their individual strength, one might be calm, one might be aggressive. The calmness will be your strength. The aggression will be the other person's strength. It's about how can you put it together and complement each other. And, my main purpose in life, Russell, is like literally sitting and meeting family and showing them their different unique dynamics. Because when they become conscious of it, now they can start making much more empowering decisions. And I know that's going to take a while for some.
No, I think you're on the right track, and I think that we're talking about a new world order in terms of where things are going for people of color all around the world, from Nigeria, from Europe or Spain or wherever they are. So I think that your formula will be the road to travel on. Like I said before, the revolution will not be televised. Acted out when people are taking control of the purse strings of the world.
I could just say a couple things.
Sure.
Grand Rising, all. So nice to hear everyone speaking this morning, family. I appreciate you. I appreciate the information and just taking the time to provide the information. I just happened to be from Indianapolis, Indiana, where Madam C.J. Walker had set up shop, basically. And when I was younger, I was afforded the opportunity to be in the Center for Leadership Development that her ancestors had developed in Indianapolis. And just recently, I was in the Walker Perspectives for women of color, to understand and get a leg up on entrepreneurship. So I don't believe in coincidences, and I think that is awesome that you are talking about Madam C.J. Walker. and her accomplishments in being the first millionaires Black female in the U.S. or actually in the world, from my understanding.
No. That's a little bit off. Just a wee bit off. And I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate everything you say. And I think that it was just a little bit misleading in terms of that information. Annie Malone and the motion picture, because I assume you saw the motion picture, was worth. She had 4,000 or 5,000 people like Madam C.J. Walker when Madam C.J. Walker decided to take $1.50 and go ahead and make millions and millions and break off from. But you Google Anne Malone, you'll see the whole history. And she lived until she was 1947, and she had. When Madam J.C. Walker had, say, $10 million, she had $50 or $60 or $70 million. So you might want to look at that, right? That's one piece.
Noted. Thank you for the information.
Right. And the other piece I like to say, without wasting a lot of anybody's time, you need to see a story called Black Fortunes by Willis, and you can go to Amazon and get that, where you see that Black people of color, in 1918, 1920, 1820, 1830, 1840, 1850, were definitely multi-millionaires, and you need to pick up that book just as the background material. So she was not quite the first, but we will allow that because most people just don't delve into history in terms of knowing all the nuances of what has happened. And you might even want to look at BHB, B as in boy, H as in happy, 365.org, and get that book, which is 1,300 pages of Black history, covering from all over the world. And it's really comprehensive, if you will. BH365.org.
Russell, I'm going to do something so profound now. When we're finished, we're going to get on a call, and I'm going to put a list of references that you will support wholeheartely. And that list of references will be attached to your 10K card. So when someone click on your list of references, that BH365 will be at the very top of that list, because I heard you mention it several times. Right. And when you're speaking insurance stuff, I want you to have a source of reference that someone can just push a button and access. What do you think?
No, I'm with you. I want to do whatever I can to get out the information, the messages that people need and can use them and manifest whatever they need in this world. Because we do need to start a whole movement. I think you guys are doing. So I'm really proud of you and pleased to be talking to you guys. What can I say? You take the purse strings of the world, and Hannibal. Let's do what Hannibal did. Let's do what the Moors did. Let's take over again. That's it.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, and thank you, Sean. And again, I'm telling y'all, I do not believe in coincidences. Y'all are talking about Madam C.J. Walker. I'm from Indianapolis, and Mr. Russell Johnson. My mother's maiden name was Johnson. I believe in the Johnson.
Good. Okay.
Also, and I want to take the mic because you mentioned there are several things you want to share, and I love the way you accepted Russell's correction, because after listening to him several times, I know he's very firm and grounded in history, and sometimes we may believe in something that might not be so. And the way you received what you just the correction that you just gave, I appreciate it, and I commend you for that. But also, if you have any additional things that you want to share, please feel free to go so as well.
No, thank you. There's always opportunity and time to learn, right? So no one knows everything. So that's why you got to be in different spaces and be able to and willing to receive. The other thing I would agree with Mr. Stan and Mr. Johnson is that it's all in the numbers. You just got to keep pounding at it. You're going to have to go get the information in regards to 10K cards to a variety of different people. And you never know who may need it and actually who it really may positively impact their life. So you just got to keep going with it. So thank you, everyone that's trying.
Right, gentlemen, listen, it's a pleasure to know you guys, and whatever I can do, you have my information. Let's contact each other and go forward. And I got some great ideas about some people who can reach out to people all across the world and give out that philosophy and that program, those skill sets that you're talking about.
Question, Russell. I just realized that we had a 21-day challenge. Do you have an ebook version of that?
Yeah, if you go to myhistorypage.com and you go to the bottom, you put your email in it, in a little slot, and the book will come up. And
here's a question. Here's a question I want to ask you. Do you know if it's on Audible?
No, it's not on Audible. No.
Any special reason?
Well, I just haven't I just haven't bothered with that. That book was written 12 years ago, so it's a wee bit dated, but, you know, it's about network marketing and how to become successful, because I managed, luckily, to stumble into making $4, $5, $6, $7 million or more doing network marketing, and I just wanted to kind of put it into a book and say, here's the formula. That's all.
Not only do I love that, but you have that kind of voice that people literally sit, listen to, and they'll make notes. So I want to literally challenge you to get the Audible version, because once you have that on Audible, you're going to be able to change a lot more lives than you're doing right now.
Sure. Okay. All right.
Okay. So I would only believe that it's not an Audible because no one ever really challenged you about your awareness as to how much of a reach you're going to have. But if you definitely put it on Audible, it's going to be a complete game changer. The moment I saw the book, I went to purchase it, but I realized it's not on Amazon. But I'm going to challenge you to get it on the Amazon store, sir.
Yeah, but if you go to that page, you can read it or you can download it. That page.
I'm definitely going to download. I'm going to buy a hard copy first of all. Will you be in Atlanta? And where do you live? What
I live in Boca Raton, Florida.
Oh, okay. I'm in Florida, man. Come on.
You are.
I'm gonna buy you lunch. We're gonna hop on a call. I'm definitely gonna get you lunch. That's number one. Number two, I'm coming to get a signed copy. I'm not playing no Amazon order. You better have a signed copy for me.
Not a problem. I can always send it to you, whatever. Hey,
no. I'm pulling up in your state and we're having lunch. You're not getting away. I'm sorry. I'm the relentless guy you didn't meet before. Let's take care of that. So definitely, tell me.
I just wanted to do, if you have time, I just want to do a clip of Frank Lucas. You know Frank Lucas.
Go for it. Go. That's one of my guiding lights, buddy. Go for it.
Yeah, he made a ton of money, in the 60s.
You get that shit right. So here's a joke now. The product that we sell is so pure that me and some of my friends call it the blue magic.
I love it.
Yeah, it's an uninterrupted product, and we literally take you to the source. We don't put any middleman in. So The American Gangster is absolutely one of my inspiring motivational movies. And even the very first time I watched that movie, I knew when he was going to get in trouble when that fur coat was given to him as a gift. But the reality of the situation is it was given to him by someone who was not trained in that lifestyle of how to be a mastermind behind the curtains.
True.
So I understood that immediately, and I saw that flaw, and I made a mental note of it, and I said, okay, Sean, going forward, you're going to be aware of this. But the thing that got me excited, Russell, is I've created my own blue magic that is completely legal and has no side effects.
Well, the only side effects you get from your blue magic is that people will become extremely successful.
And there you go.
and they will have great self-esteem and self-image.
Yes, there you go.
And be steeped in philanthropy.
Yes, sir. You're on. So play the clip. We're all here waiting for it.
All right. So this is Frank Lucas. Now, he lived until he was 88 years old, and he left about a year ago. But here's what he says in terms of when he got out of prison, and he was free and doing some talking, some speaking. So Frank, no, that's not the one I want. No, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong one. Sorry about that. Frank Lucas, where is he? Oh, here he is. Here he is, right, Frank Lucas. Okay, got it.
Tell you this, I want you to understand this. The youth, we done lost the whole generation. Kids got to go to school to get their education. They got to go down the Wall Street to sleep out the bathroom. They need to go to school. You need to go to school, man. You need to get a legitimate job and don't go in the street trying to be a wise guy. Because you wind up being a goddamn bum like me, You don't want to come out real like me, come out there like me. You don't want to do that. You want to go to school and become president, that shit, you're going to jail. You can't stay out here doing that. They're going to, sooner or later, they're going to bust you, and you're going to jail. So you don't need it. You don't need it. Man, we need our youth, man. We need our youth. We need this generation of kids. We need to get them straight. And we need to get on and get them straight and do the right thing, what we should do. Everybody need to do it. Not me only. Everybody grown up in the street should be teaching the kids, hey, man, you got to do this, man. You need to do this, you know. I don't care if it's from a bad word, man. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. You did it. I did it. Now I'm the damn fool. You want to be a damn fool, too? You know?
So speaking on that, what would you change? If you could go back, what would you change?
What would change it?
What would you change it? If you know, what do you regret? Do you regret anything?
I regret doing it. I'm very much about what I did. What I did was wrong. And that was terribly wrong what I did. I don't need to do that. I didn't have that education. But I went and got a job doing something. I didn't have to do it. I want to drive the big Cadillac, the Rolls Royces, the Mercedes, and wear the big watches, the big gold chain. My shirt over to my belly button, a big chain hanging right there. I had a bracelet on right. I had a bracelet with Frank in it. You can see it when you had a Washington D.C. There was no tree, you know, with big diamonds in it and stuff. You know, they call me like $100 grand, you know, but you don't need that no more. You don't. What is this for? What did it do for me? This garbage bullshit from there. What it did? Do nothing. You don't need to do it, man. The kids need to go to school. We need to talk to kids to go to school. We need more kids. We know police. Stop it. We need more teachers. We need more police. We need more professors in school. We need a school thing, man. That's what we got to have. I went in China and everywhere. The kids are getting a great education. What are we getting up here? From what I see, we see a Zook. What I can understand is Zook. That's what we're getting over there, you know? But nothing, man. We're doing the shit over here.
All right. Thank you so much.
We need to go to work, man.
No, we do.
And they need to put the people to work. So they can afford us in the school to get to school.
Okay, I just wanted to hear that. That's all. That's all. Since he left, that's his message when he left.
I love it. And so, audience, let's get your take on what you just heard there, please. And I'll give mine afterwards when everyone else is finished. So if you guys want to unmute and share, first of all, are you guys aware as to who Frank Lucas is and who American Gangster is? The movie? Those who know what American Gangster is, just flash your mic for a second.
I know, but I'm not going to say I know completely the whole story.
Okay, so American Gangster is one of those movies that I watched the same time I watched with Scarface, and I just really resonated with the American Gangster because the reality of the situation is, you know, why not go after the American dream if you can have it? But I just found a way to go after it in a legitimate way where the side effect is massive success, as Russell nicely put. The side effect of the 10K pill is massive success. And that's the thing that got me excited. Because we can get to live the life of luxury and affecting change while adding value to everyone along the way. There are no casualties left behind. The only casualty that's being left right now is the mourning of the graveyard. Because when we do hit the graveyard, we'll be thoroughly used up before we get there. So that's the only casualty along this process here. So you want to share something, Valley? The mic is yours.
Who's that?
Valley. She cracked the mic earlier. I think she wanted to mention something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I didn't, but somebody else can go. I'm going to.
Oh, got you. Is anyone else there available to speak? Lady Renee, you want to mention something? So I'll just give you guys what I took from what I just heard really quick. Frank Lucas was one of the biggest gangsters of our time, and he literally said if he had it to do all over again, he would. This is my interpretation. He would have done something that was legal and with honor. Is that what you interpreted as well, Russell?
There's no question about that. You said it all. Yeah. Yep.
That's it. Luann, you're in. You want to weigh in on it?
Hey, you know, the mentality, I would like to offer the mentality of gangsterism or gang stuff is valid in the tenacity of which they go after things without taking away from people. If you're going to add to people, to society, to humankind, okay.
Got it. Captain Russell, the mic is yours again, brother.
No, I just wanted to kind of close with that to say that there are a lot of talents that, been taken from us for whatever reason. I won't even go through Just Say No and all that, those campaigns. And the recent campaign now, we got to stay on top of it. And I hope people pay attention to the critical race theory and the Republican parties, and they just want to get ready for the 2022 election, the midterms, and they want to try to take it back again because Donald lost the race. But anyway, so that's their strategy. To talk about critical race theory is evil, despicable, diabolical, and nefarious, and that's not true. What the people are teaching is that people just don't want to face their own history, face the fact that we were ostracized and alienated and kicked out of the economic, political, and the social prestige part of our society, and we were put in the little cabins and the hovels and raped and murdered and lynched and all that because they were afraid of what the capability of what we had. And I'm proud, honored, and I'm glad I lived long enough to see you guys getting ready to take hold of the purse strings, not only of this country, but of the world, because I know that you have the capability, the determination, and the tenacity, and the persistence to do it. So I'm proud that, like Martin Luther King said, I may not get there with you, but I know that you guys are going to do it. So I'm pleased to know that. So that's my take.
Love it. Who want to take the mic and start doing the closeout? I want to take the mic and give the thank you, say everything that they've gotten from the stage today, and do a closeout. I'll ask you like 10 different. Okay, there you go, Val.
No, I don't want to do it. I want somebody else to do it that's never spoken.
Okay, good. So, there we go, Ingrid. There we go. Ingrid, the closing is on you now. That's to give everyone a chance to do the outro. You're the moderator from now till the end.
Okay. My name is Ingrid Lawson. I'm a new real estate agent in the DFW Metroplex. I am a mentee of Valley. I'm also a 10K card holder. I want to thank Sean for opening up his audio book to me. I thank Valley for being available for me anytime I have questions as a new agent. Also, I accept the 10-day cash flow challenge. I have already continued to share my 10K cards, sending it out to everyone in my phone with a message. I also want to challenge myself to do more social media platforms like TikTok. So Valley and I have also decided that we're going to do more TikTok videos to promote our business. I just want to be successful. So I come to Clubhouse to learn. A lot of times I just sit and listen, but I want to be more active and vocal when I get on Clubhouse, because I do just listen because I am a new agent. But I get so much information from Clubhouse. Every room that I step in, it's like everybody is pouring knowledge into me, and I appreciate that. So if I pop in, I might not say much, but I am going to do better with voicing and getting acclimated with the Clubhouse family.
So you thought you were going to get away with that. So what you did was introduce yourself, and that's cute. So now you're going to reach around the room and ask Melissa, Reggie, coming all the way back up, and then I'll just hit the closing remarks. So Ingrid, you are now officially the leading mod. Take the mic and have everyone do their outros, please. Thank you.
Okay. Angela, would you introduce yourself and give any feedback or remarks that you would like to do?
Also add your experience, Angela, about the 10K card. So, Ingrid, that's how you'll ask them as they're doing their outros.
Okay, hi.
All right, good. Hi, I'm Angela. I'm a health coach and an urban gardener, and I do crochet over the top designing art with materials, with recycling materials. I'm partnered with 10K. I do the affiliate. I did the 7-day challenge. I did the 10-day challenge. I'm doing the second round. I can identify with a lot what Russell was saying because I actually grew up in Harlem, so a lot of those guys I actually knew is just as well as family. And I appreciate all the gems that I'm getting, and I'm staying around because I like to see how people grow. And I like to see, what I really appreciate is a lot of strong Black things. Not saying that I'm pinpointing any of them, but I like to see that. So I'm actually really pushing it. So I was on the other line, so I did make a sell with some of my stuff while we was on the meeting, and I'm just setting up to make my calls and stuff because I was on the other phone. And that's what I want to share, so thank everyone. Oh, and Valley, I want to give you one of the parents' numbers because they're looking for a house, but they in New York. So I think you're the best one for me, for you to, help them out.
Thanks
for letting me share.
Absolutely. All right, thank you for that, Angela. Next, we're going to go to Reggie. Can you tell me about your experience with the 10K card and introduce yourself?
Greetings, Queen, and thank you very much for the opportunity to speak. And greetings to everyone in the room. Appreciate all of the moderators and Brother Sean. What can I say about this, brother? My name is ReggieFarrell.com, and I do represent and function as president of BAM.eco. We have a strategic partnership with 10K and Brother Sean. So as you know, I'm really here to just kind of get all of the nuances of the card. I mean, I'm excited about it naturally, but I'm really, really here to get all of the nuances, see how it can better benefit me in terms of our strategic partnership. And so I'm just here really in a supportive structure here with 10K and Brother Sean. That is my story, and I'm complete. ReggieFarrell.com. Bam.
Thank you, Reggie. Yes. Next, we're going to have Melissa introduce herself and tell me about the values that you have with the 10K card.
Good morning, kings and queens. I just want to say I got to give my hat and salute it to Mr. Russell Johnson. That information that you dropped on us was amazing. I love learning more about my history, and I love getting corrected when I'm passing on incorrect information because I swore Madam C.J. Walker was the first millionaire. And I'm definitely going to look up those references that you referenced us to look up and learn more about our history. My name is Melissa Cole, and I am a credit specialist, and I love helping my community by empowering them, by helping them repair and build their credit back, because having good credit is one great tool, but having a beautiful credit profile is even more beautiful. The 3 numbers is great, but a profile, if you craft it right, if you put it together right, it's beautiful. And that's what I'm teaching my clients, to have a beautiful profile, because you can have an 800 credit score, but what's on there that makes it up is what's going to deter you from not getting the loan, not getting that. And you're like, I got an 800 credit score, but your profile and your makeup of it is what's hurting you. So I enjoyed that. The 10K card has been amazing. I love it. I drop it. I airdrop it. No matter where I'm at, if I'm at a grocery store, I airdrop it, because if you have an iPhone, you can airdrop it to whoever in that grocery store or within that vicinity of you will receive your digital 10K card, and you never have to hand them a business card. That's the beauty of it. No more business cards, no more waiting for it to be delivered, no more running out at the last minute. So I've enjoyed the pleasure of being an affiliate as well as a user of the 10K card. Shout out to Sean Lashley for always keeping me on my toes. That's me, and I'm out.
Thank you for that, Melissa. I see that Russell has a question or a comment.
Guys, let me ask you a question.
I think he's on the phone, it says.
Okay. Sean, is there anything else that we?
And I'm back. So I see we touching everyone. That was a great job, by the way, Ingrid. Welcome to the big leagues.
Thank you.
You got it. You're gonna have to pop into these rooms more often and get a little more active because after a while you're gonna become a total pro at it. So first, I want to thank everyone so much for showing up today. It's the 10-day cash flow challenge starts in your time. This is basically to activate any individual who think their business deserves more, their business deserves better. And when you make that decision to pull the trigger, it starts with you. For 10 days, we're going to ask you to make 10 phone calls for your business, send text messages in regards to your business, 10 social media outreach regarding your business, and to tell at least 100 members about your business daily. And the way 10K Cards gets involved is when they ask, how can we connect with you? You simply tell them by using my 10K card. And that's when you open up the magical world of 10K card and your business together. The purpose of this 10-day challenge is to help you to do more for your business than you've ever done before, because you deserve it, your family deserve it, and also your clients deserve it. When you made a promise in your mission statement, you were held bound to that mission statement. So we just want to make sure you fulfill it. And when you practice doing the right thing for a long enough period, guys, it becomes a part of you. So with that said, I yield the mic. We will be back here again at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because this room is open every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard. If you want to be great, guys, join the 10-day challenge. Captain Russell, do you have anything in closing?
No, I just appreciate you guys. You're doing a magnificent job, and you really have laid the groundwork for tremendous success for people that have financial security and independence. I really love you guys. So thanks. I just want to thank you.
Awesome, Russell. Thank you so much. And if you look, remember.
John, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, now
awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so Russell, if you look at your card, there's a portion on your card now that says trusted referrals and resources, and we have a copy of your book that's there and a copy of the Black History that you made reference to.
Wow.
So now even if they're on your book, they can get access to that book and you can start supporting the things that you believe in and you want to support.
Wow. That sounds like magic.
It sure is, sir. That's the blue magic thing I'm speaking about.
That's the blue
magic card.
I love it. I love it. You got the magic. Keep up.
There we go. Yep, sir. I promise to do so. And also, if there's any way that we can keep serving you, let us know. You have my direct phone number now. We need to hop on a call whenever you're available.
Right. Yeah, I got a couple of people I want to put in your pathway so they can.
Not a problem.
Yeah, they want to do some big things. So only with the system.
That's right.
Systems work. So you got.
And when people follow the system, the results will be there.
Absolutely. So I appreciate you guys for thinking, putting your thought behind all of this and putting it together. And so I congratulate you.
Thank you so much, sir. This is all the work that you laid down in the beginning. If you didn't put in the foundation, we wouldn't have a path to walk on. So it's individuals like yourself who put in the work that actually made it possible for guys like myself and others to thrive, guys and girls to thrive and succeed. Well, that's my belief, and I'm sticking to it.
And you're doing a good job.
Thank you, sir. All right, and guys, with that said, if no one have any closing remarks, we're going to close the room in 10 seconds. Is everyone all on board? All right. 10, 9, 8, 7. You really think I'm going to count all the way to 0, guys? Seriously? And the room.